Long Island Boat and Fishing Show is back at the Nassau Coliseum, March 13th through 15th. Long Island's top dealers will be there with huge savings on boats, tackle, personal watercraft, and the latest electronics. This show has it all. Children will be entertained by Twiggy, the water skiing squirrel. Enjoy free face painting. Plus, on Saturday and Sunday, the first 100 kids get a free life vest, free parking all weekend, and Friday it's free Heroes Day admission for military and first responders. 3 days only, March 13th through 15th. Visit nyboatshows.com for details.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi! Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Let's go to General Keane.
Exactly. General Jack Keane, 4-star general, retired, also chairman of the Institute of the Study of War and Fox News senior strategic analyst. General Keane, how is the war going so far in your assessment?
Yeah, it couldn't be going much better, to be frank. I'm pretty familiar with the plans on both sides, the IDF side and Central Command. And we are deliberately and methodically taking down Iran's all of their offensive systems. They're now down to an ability to retaliate with only about 10% of their arsenal. Whether it's drones, it's actually less than 10%. Or whether it's ballistic missiles, that's really quite considerable when you think we're in the 11th day of this. Quite dramatic impact. The nuclear capability, they will wind up with absolutely nothing at the end of this. And what the Israelis are working on, and for our audience to understand, the Israelis are doing more offensive operations than the United States is. And they have unleashed just about every aircraft they have is in this fight. So of the 15,000 strikes that have taken place, whether they're precision missiles strikes, land-based or airstrikes or ship-based missiles, out of that 15,000, the Israelis have conducted 9 of that 15,000. The Americans have conducted 6.
Wow.
The Israelis have 2. Yeah. And they've always had the lion's share of this from day one, and that was in the plan. So what they are doing is complementing, certainly, taking down the missiles and all the offensive systems and also all the manufacturing capability. It is about gone now. All the firms that would make weapons for the future, we're pretty close to the end of that mission, and that means they're completely destroyed. Quite an accomplishment. And what the Israelis are working on exclusively is taking down the organizations that sustain the regime. This is the IRGC organization, and it's spread out from Tehran to 32 other locations. The Bazig militia, which represses the people. So they're attacking their checkpoints in various cities where they're on the streets, making certain that people are not coming out of their homes. They have loudspeakers, machine guns on pickup trucks. Israelis are conducting strikes against those forces in those streets. And also there's the national police infrastructure. The intent is the Israelis have signed themselves a mission in addition to taking their offensive weapons down and manufacturing capability down, to destroy the organizations that sustain the regime as a condition for the regime to collapse. That's the mission they've assigned themselves. And they're about that task as we speak. They have a few more weeks to finish it, as does Admiral Cooper. He estimates 3 or 4 more weeks to finish what he's doing with all of the weapon system. Very deliberately done. At the end of this, we are not going to leave them with any consequential capability whatsoever.
Jack, what do you believe the Marines are going to be doing? We're hearing it's about 2,200 plus Marines are now going to be headed to the region and maybe arriving in the next 1 to 2 weeks. What do you think their role will be?
Well, I think I know, but I can't talk about it because it's a future operation.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It's interesting.
We have plenty of options here going forward. It doesn't have anything to do with regime change or something like that. We're not going to conduct an invasion here. But if we're going to put forces on the ground in Iran, it would likely be some kind of a raid operation. It would be in and out. And the reason they would do that is because whatever that target is, it doesn't lend itself to an airstrike. And that doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm just theorizing what type of operation would be conducted. Also, the Army and the Marines have conducted a couple of thousand, mostly Army, but some Marines have conducted a couple of thousand land-based precision strikes using HIMARS, a weapon we use in Ukraine, ATACMS, which is a long-range-based missile system. And they've introduced for the first time in warfare the precision strike munition, which is better than, it's a replacement for ATACMS, longer range, more lethal, more accurate. And they've introduced that in this war for the first time. So all the services, interesting enough, while certainly air power is getting focused here and maritime forces, land-based Marines as well as Army are also contributing to this fight.
Wow. Well, it's going to be interesting. Listen, it's extraordinary what the American military and the Israeli military, 15,000 total targets. General Jack Keane, thank you. We love having you on, Jack. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Jack.
Yeah. Now, remember now, for all you Irish people there, John, you pay attention now.
Uh-oh.
St. Patrick's Day is coming, all right?
Tuesday.
And I know you're going to celebrate.
I'm going to celebrate on Tuesday because it's my grandson's birthday.
Okay, I got it.
And he's half Irish.
And with a name like Jack Keane, we know what you are.
Yeah. So you guys have a nice weekend.
Thank you. Happy early St. Patrick's Day, Jack. Thank you so much.